I struggle with being a plus size pear who appears to be more like an apple. My profile is my biggest challenge. On my profile, my skinny legs just accentuate the fullness of my torso. So I've thrown away skinnies, tapered pants, straight legs and joggers. I've also thrown away leggings and skirts above or at the knee in order to create a softer contrast between these two areas. I also miss wearing white tops, especially in winter. Wearing a scarf simply adds bulk to my profile. Aside from waistcoats and jackets, is there anything else I can do to reintroduce a little white? Well, you could think about white tops. There's nothing wrong with a white top. You could think about necklaces. You could look, I've got a beautiful like white flower necklace. That's adding some white into an outfit. You know, you did mention jackets and waistcoats. Nothing wrong with that. Sweaters in winter, white, nothing wrong with that. So when we're thinking about that kind of plus size pear shape, that we still need to have things coming at the waist. We need to have them shaped. We may not, when we've got more of a tummy, want to have it defined in the same way a typical A shape might. But we still need the clothes to come in and then flare out again. And yes, skirts and dresses may be your best friend. But you know what is great is, you know, boot cuts and wide legs are back in fashion as well. And so why not start embracing those? Because, you know, the skinny jean is not the only jean available these days. And so those boot cuts and flares and wider legs could be better for you. And then you could wear that with a blousey top that, you know, you maybe even tuck in and then blouse over the top. So wear softness, but just bring it in at the waist. And just understand too that you have a round lateral body shape. So you want to always break up the side of your body with verticals as well as the front. So hopefully those little tips help. You know, there's no one perfect way for everybody. And I think this is where getting that understanding of what works for you and your uniqueness, because, you know, and unique body and things like even thinking about, you know, like boots, you know, boots with your dresses in winter, that also creates a bit of balance because it's a little bit heavier than if you're wearing a very fine shoe, for example. So just another little thought. But yeah, we all have to look after ourselves, care for our bodies, and dress them in the way that works for us. In fact, I just got an email today from an interior decorator who said, you know, I have no problem. I can put together a room in seconds, but I find it really hard to put together an outfit for myself. And this is where I sometimes think about, you know, we treat a room as there's nothing wrong with it. It may have an odd corner. It may be, you know, maybe the lighting's not as perfect as we'd like it to be. There may be things that could be, you know, we might feel like, you know, it's not the ultimate room in, you know, but we still can decorate it in a way that makes that room and enhances that room. And I want you to think about yourself and your outfits in the same way. We don't have cast judgment on the room. When the window's not quite in the right spot, we don't, you know, treat it poorly. We don't, you know, think it's terrible. We work out, you know what, maybe that could be a nook where I put something really special and make it a little feature rather than saying there is something wrong with it. And that is the same for our bodies. So learning to work in harmony. So we try and find the harmony. We try and work out in the room what's actually going to work in that. And so the same for ourselves. We try and find the harmony with what's actually going to work for us. And that's when you will feel your most stylish, is when you are actually finding what is in harmony with you, rather than trying to force it. Like, we can't change the shape of the room. Like, we're not trying to force it into a different mold. And this is the thing, is when we're trying to force our body into styles that don't work for it, that's when we don't feel great. So just as we can't like suddenly change the shape and dimensions of a room, we can't suddenly change the shape and dimensions of our body. So we've got to work with it and find the harmony and create the balance that we want. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now.